Hi everyone! Welcome to Together in the Kitchen, a Taste of St. Mary. Today we are featuring our first Chef of the Month, or Cook of the Month, as Joanne would like to say. This is Joanne Marion, and she's going to show us her wonderful dish of chicken picante. Take it away, Joanne.
Okay. Thank you, Terry. That was great. I thank you again for inviting me to be a part of the Chef of the Month series. Although I do, as Terry had mentioned, I do prefer being called a cook. I have no certificates after my name with cooking. My cooking experience, and I'd like to share a little of this so you know why I enjoy cooking so much. It started when I was in high school. My mother was a single mother. Therefore she went to work, and she asked, Joanne, would you like to make dinner? And I said, oh, I think I'd like that, because I always enjoy being around food, both cooking and eating. So the bonus was that after school, after we've had dinner, she would do the dishes. Well, back in the 50s, doing the dishes was not putting them in the dishwasher. It was washing with these little fingers. So that was good. And then I would go off and do my homework or do whatever I did back then. So that's in the beginning. And then in 1981, my husband, 3 children, and I moved to Buffalo Grove. We, of course, joined St. Mary's Parish, and wanting to be socially involved, I joined the Women's Club. And at that time, there was a guild. The guild was called St. Martha's Guild. Their responsibility was to create cookbooks, sell them, and that was a great fundraiser. So while in the guild, I and a friend of mine, Pam Ferreira, I can't say authored, I can, or we published or whatever, but we co-collaborated and we got 3 cookbooks out. And that was a lot of fun because the parishioners all shared their recipes. Now we're going to come forward a little in time. 10 years ago, my granddaughter, Ashley, was going to get married. And I wanted to give her something meaningful. And I blame the Holy Spirit for a lot of things. So I will blame the Holy Spirit because I thought I'm going to make a family cookbook. Well, I did. And the recipes were from my great-grandmother. So that's, her great-great-grandmother. One of the recipes is the chicken picante that I'm going to share with you today. Oh, by the way, I have done 10 of the cookbooks for the family. I have a lot of grandkids. I have 10 cookbooks, and there's 122 recipes in each one of the books. It's fun. In fact, this summer, I'm going to invite them all, well, the ones that are local, I'm going to invite them to come here, and they each have to pick a recipe out of that book. And I thought that'd be just a fun get-together. Again, I said this chicken picante is my favorite, one of my favorite. It is because if you're making it for company, you can do a lot of preparation and you can visit with your company. What I would like to start with is to tell you what the ingredients are. The ingredients are skinless, boneless chicken, 3 eggs, Progresso Italian breadcrumbs. I really like those breadcrumbs. In fact, I put them in my meatballs. Garlic powder, 1 tablespoon of garlic powder. And I use garlic powder. God forbid, first choice would be the fresh garlic or the minced. But when you're making, what I have found with my little great-grandchildren, They don't like to get chunks of garlic, so the garlic powder is a beautiful thing. The garlic salt, negative. If you've got it, I'm not being bossy, but get it gone. Say bye-bye. 1 large fresh lemon squeezed. Do not use a reconstituted. I don't know what it is, but they're lying to you. They are lying. It is not lemon juice. Okay. 2 low calorie part now. Here we go. 2 sticks of melted butter. And salt and pepper to taste. Okay, capers. Gotta have capers. They're coming in later. Not too much later, but they're coming in. So, let's begin with the beginning. And the beginning is, I will show, well, I don't know, can you see this?
Yes.
The chicken breast? Okay, chicken breast. Okay. We're gonna feed it, we're gonna pound it down. Now, some of us have a strange sense of humor. And do you remember, you Catholics out there, which is probably most of you, do you remember going to Catholic school, religious education, or catechism as we called it back in the day? And you always would have to pound your breast and say, mea culpa, mea culpa, mea culpa. So, when I do the chicken breast, my prayer is, you'll see. You can join me if you know the words. Mea culpa, mea culpa, mea culpa. Did you hear Terry in the background? She knows. Okay, here we go. Mea culpa, mea culpa, mea culpa. Mea culpa again. And for those who don't know Latin, it's through my fault, through my fault, through my most grievous fault. Okay, so we will. They were thin, so consequently I did not have to beat them a lot. The next step is to dip them in the egg. The 3 eggs. See, can you see eggs? There are eggs. In the eggs, I will put in granulated garlic. Okay, this is a tablespoon. There it goes. Tablespoon of garlic. Sorry, got out of range. Salt and pepper, however much you want. I wouldn't go too crazy on the salt because, there is salt in the butter, lemon, or it's actually lemon, but that'll give it that sort of a flavor. Now we have that. We have a dry fork. Okay, so that's going to go there. That will be whipped. All right, whisked, beaten, whatever. And I thank you for praying with me. Here's the Progresso, and I don't have any stock in that. But you're going to put about that much, however that much is, on another plate. Put this here. And we are now going to beat the eggs. No prayers with the eggs. No prayers. Now if you want to pray, you pray. It's a good thing. I could sing, but really, don't do that. Okay, we're pretty well done here. Good enough, more or less. Now we commence. We get very carefully because it's thin, and again, the chicken breasts were beaten down in between one long sheet of parchment paper. Okay. Okay, now here we go. A little here, a little there. Okay. Now we pick this little guy up, let it drip a little, put it here, put your wet fork back, preferably preferably not in the egg, the whole fork, but whatever. I have a lot more forks. And then we do this, and then we do this, and then, can you see the thing, or shall I switch? That's the better thing I do. Okay, there we go. Sorry. Okay, so, and I like to pat it down a little bit. Those were done before. Gotta plan ahead, plan ahead. Okay, so this goes there. And now we do this. God did give us fingers for a reason. Do you know I cut my ribs with a fork and knife? Barbecue ribs.
Oh, really?
Isn't that weird? I can see Terry, but you can't. Okay, now we're gonna go pick it up, wet fork, put it there, dry fork, mushy whooshy. Excuse me, I'm turning off my butter because I think it's getting too hot. Okay. So just think, the next time you see it, if you see it a second time, you can do this with me. Wet fork, dry fork, remember. Okay. And really it is good to pat down. I know a lot of people when they're breading, they will do it 2 times. But for the picante, I think once is enough. Now I have 2 more because we must have it fill the pan because it looks better. Okay. Okay, I'm still squishing. Okay, here we go. Okay, that goes there, this goes here. And I'm going to go back, and I'm back. I want more breadcrumbs because I do. Okay, we're doing a fine job. Isn't Terry doing a great job?
I think you are, Joanne. Now, Joanne, is there any certain kind of breadcrumbs? Is that a certain seasoning, or do they just come?
It is. You know what? Let me show it to. Well, maybe not.
Oh, that's okay.
No, that's it. Being short has its drawbacks. This is again Progresso Italian flavored breadcrumbs, and again, I swear by it. I really do. It gives it. It's got a lot of the flavors in there. Mm-hmm. Now, if you want to be a real trooper, you can grate your own from, nah. Life is too short to, do your own grating. I do it this way. Okay, 1 more. And then, I almost went to the wrong one. Did you pick that up?
Edit.
Take it off. Not me, I didn't do the wrong thing, did I? Yeah. Okay, now we go. Edit. No, I'm joking. Okay, here we go. Oh dear. Pat is good.
Looking good.
Well, I hope it'll be looking better when it's cooked. Yeah. Okay, we are almost, okay, session 1 done. Now this goes in here, in my sink. It's all going in my sink. And Terry's gonna do all my dishes just like my mom did.
Absolutely.
Right? What a gal.
That's part of Chef of the Month.
Yeah. What a gal. So for all of you out in, I want to say TV land, video land, right, Terry? In video land, Terry will do the dishes.
I get plenty of practice.
I will now wash the sticky crumbs. And then I will go to plan B. Okay, good enough. Paper towels. And regular towel. Okie dokie. All right, I'm going to move over here to the sink. No, this is not the sink. This is the stove. They're so close, and they both start with the letter S. You know, I mean, just saying, okay. This goes there. These go here. And while I am here waiting for the oil to get to the right temperature, I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to start with the oil. I use canola oil for sauteing and for frying. Why? Because it has a lower temperature, so you're going to tend not to burn foods that you don't want burned. But to help out, here comes the commercial. But it's not a commercial because I'm not getting paid. I have here a trusty little thing. It's called a diffuser. D-I-F-F-U-S-E-R. What it does is fall on the floor. That's what it does. No, we don't want that. I have a diffuser just like this under my pan. And it dissipates the heat. I swear by it for making my spaghetti sauce, which when I make spaghetti sauce, I make it in a 4-gallon pot. Split pea soup, anything that's creamy that tends to stick to the bottom. This little darling is fantastic. This came through Amazon, and I know you can order one through Williams-Sonoma, but that's about twice as much money. This will run you anywhere from $10 to $12. Again, this is Joanne's commercial. But what I do is, well, this has a handle. Well, I remove the handle because when I put my 4-gallon pot on here, the handle is in the way because it doesn't, well, it's just in the way. You know, it doesn't go all the way down, and if this is plastic, it'll catch fire. So you don't want, I recommend if you do get this, and you should get it, remove the handle, okay? Okay, now we go here. All right, I know you wonderful expert chefs. Moi, I'm a cook, okay? I'm a cook. But I know that you have little thermometers and you check the degrees. Correct? Correct. Moi doesn't do that. I do it my, God rest her soul, my grandmother. I used to call her Nonna. It's just a little bit of the Italian coming out. What she would do, and my mother and my aunts and my daughters, we would get, you know, we did this, and there's all the little mushy pieces. Well, you get a little piece and you drop it in there, and if it starts to bubble, you can put your chicken in or whatever you're putting in. We're bubbling, so here goes. Putting them in here. There. Can you hear the sizzle? Well, I can't. Can you hear it, Terry?
Yes, I can.
But Video Land cannot hear it. Can you? They're not talking to us, or they just don't talk to us. Some people. You know. Okay, I'm just putting 3 in now because if I put the 4th one in, it'll get crowded, and we don't want to do that. So I'll put it out of the camera view. Terry, do not move.
Okay.
Okay, so that's that, and okay, here I am. I'm gonna guess, and I do mean guess, that this is gonna take maybe 4 minutes on each side. What I do, you know, I don't measure a lot, I time baking. If I bake, I time, I measure, I'm perfect. When I'm cooking, not so much, not so much. But it's doing what it should, which is good. In the meantime, or as Stephen Colbert says, meanwhile, okay, I have my melted 2 sticks of butter. Okay. And I will now add the squeezed juice from the large lemon. Okay. And there it goes. Isn't that hard? That's a lot of hard work, isn't it? Yeah. Now, I don't want anyone to take pictures of my dirty dishes in the sink because it's not fair. I mean, they're there for a reason. Okay. Now we have this. I will turn that on to warm it up again. I want this to get nice and hot, and then I will add capers. Again, about this much. I know, there are people out there in video land who, if you've made chicken picante, I know you put a little bit of white wine in it. Well, I had through the years making this, I have come to realize that, okay, here I go. I mean, here's white wine, correct? And if you put it in there, it doesn't work as nicely as if you put it in the cook. So, there goes. It's gonna make it taste real good. Very good.
Yum.
Yeah, Terry? Terry's looking at you.
Cheers.
So, the cheers, definitely. So we'll put this here because we don't want it too far away. But yes, if you would like the wine, you can put it in. I also seriously don't put it in because the grandkids, the little people, they like it. And for the amount of time the wine would be in the butter lemon sauce, I don't know that it's removing the alcohol. So trust me, it's better. I'm sorry, the chicken tastes better the way I do it. Okay, and now we will turn the chicken. Okay. There. Chicken is turned. Okay, we're almost ready. How I like to serve, I'm putting capers in.
Into the butter sauce.
What?
You're putting the capers in the butter sauce.
In the butter sauce, correct. Thank you, Terry. In the butter sauce, yes. In the butter sauce. Okay. It takes very, very little time for this to cook because it's so thin. How I like to serve this, I like to serve the picante over a bed of rice with steamed asparagus. The rice I like is Uncle Ben's, not instant, the regular rice, Uncle Ben's. And then my broccoli, my asparagus. Did I say broccoli? Well, you can use that too, but today we're having asparagus. The asparagus, I like to steam it, and I like to sprinkle a little pimento on top, just to give it a little color. My ancestors would say, oh, you've got white, you've got red, you've got green, you've got the Italian flag, and I'd say, okay, whatever. Okay, well, I think our chicken, you do not want to overcook it. And it's almost ready to come out. Okay. So, I will put it on, well, this is a cookie sheet that I have paper towels on to drain it. Okay, so we're going to put this here. Okay, that's going to rest, and you'll see why shortly. I'm now going to get everything ready, and we're about to have a meal prepared. I would invite you into my dining room, but if I were to do that, I'd have to take and clear my dining room table because there's been some redoing in this kitchen for this show.
And thank you so much, Joanne, for that.
Oh, this is fun. She thinks I'm prepared. Yes, I'm really prepared, Terry. You're right. I'm good. Okay, so this is here, and my friend is here. Okay, now we prepare the dinner table. Okay, we must do this accordingly, whatever that means. Ta-da. Okay, there's a pumpkin. Okay, Terry, do you see a pumpkin? Oh. Pumpkin!
Ask and you shall receive.
Yes. Now you know why I call myself a cook, because a chef would never do such things. I'm going back here. Okay. And you know, we have little miracles that occur when you're doing the video. And being Catholics, we love the miracles. We have a miracle performed right here in my kitchen. The miracle is coming out of my oven. Voila! Yay! And the other miracle is that I'm not burning my hands. And lots of miracles. We're Catholics. We love the miracles. Okay, so here we go. That is the beginning. What, as I'm sure you know, I haven't put the caper, lemon, butter sauce on, which I'm going to do now. Again, you know, some people may not like capers. Personally, I love them. Having it over the rice is, pouring the sauce over the rice is wonderful. The lemon butter goes down into the rice. Very good. So there are a few capers. I'll try to get more out, but you can always sprinkle the capers from the jar onto the chicken breast. And as I said earlier, I really like to have as much prepared beforehand. For this meal, I did not make, I shouldn't say that. I made all these cookies along with the bakery called Palermo Bakery. Fruit, and okay, that's there. This is here. I'm getting salad. Okay, so here is our salad. Here we go. See, this truly, well, I did do it earlier. And it's good. It's good to do these things earlier with a little rose, but it's not really rose.
Let me get a close up of that.
Okay. And then
I'll get a close up at the end.
Okie dokie. And then I went. This, of course, is rich. It's a rich meal, but it's also light. Does that make any sense? Because you've got chicken. And it's, you know, well, I do like beef, but chicken is like fish. It's a little lighter to digest. So,
my goodness, it's beautiful.
Well, thank you. Would you like to stay for dinner, please? Please. Okay, so here we are. I've got the chicken picante with the asparagus and the rice. There's salad with a little pretend rose. Well, it's edible, it's tomato. And then I've got the cookies, chocolate for chocolate lovers. I know a few of those. I think we all do. Mm-hmm. And some fruit for the people who want to behave. So, well.
Let me take a close up here, Joanne. Is it okay if I get a
close up of
here?
Absolutely.
Delicious, well, dishes here.
So, Terry, you want to put some after you turn off the video? We can do Terry. I'm saying.
How beautiful is that?
Thank you. And it's fun to do, you know. Again, a lot of this can be done. And for company, I think it's great to have the individual salads for each person. But again, if you're looking to save time and you want to be with your guests, do something like that. It's so much easier. Mm-hmm. And fruit, if someone has restrictions for sugar, I know there's sugar in fruit, but it's natural, it's different. And there's all the sin you want. The asparagus are not so sinful though, but enjoy.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Terry.
The chef of the month. Thank you so much.
Mwah. Thank
This
you.
looks delicious.
And don't go away, Terry. Don't go away. Am I still being recorded?
Yes.
Okay, Terry. Terry. Oh, Terry, get your
Oh,
water.
my
We got toast. We have to have a toast to this wonderful
There
lady.
we go. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. She's not my friend, but the senior chef, Lydia Bastianich, would say, tutti alla tavola e mangiare, which means everyone to the table and enjoy and salute.
Salute. There's an Irish woman saying
Schlante, schlante, schlante.
Cheers.
Yeah, that's cheers.